Good afternoon there, fellow YouTube magnet fishers. How are we doing today? We're back out after 2 weeks. Obviously I was starting a new job, so I needed some time to myself rather than getting all wet and muddy. So right, I'll hand you over to young Ollie, who's going to be filming again. Right, there you go, little Oliver.
We're now going to go over and see what Thomas has got on his magnet.
I've got a railway bolt and a bit of a square nail.
And there we go.
And then lots of bits of other metal, like magnetic rocks. And there's some stuck on there.
Okay, now we're going to go over to George and we're going to see what he has. Yep.
Yeah.
So we got part of a motorbike and a boat quit and a boat quit. Yeah. A railway boat, some barbed wire, another railway boat, another railway boat, and a piece of metal. And don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. A fork, fishing bit. And now we're gonna go over and Thomas to see the
At the starting, I found that. If you do know, tell us.
Please leave a comment down below what it is, if you know what it is.
It will be helpful if you do know.
And now we're gonna get back to it, and we don't know what that is. And we got a pole and a bow cap, but it's an old type of button cap. And now it's looking here. That's what I catched. And that is what Dad got on the floor right now. And let's see what
Yeah, hang on, dude.
there. Look, I said roof right here. And this is where it is in George's bucket right now.
Yeah, but yours is over my bucket.
What Thomas has in the bucket, and it also saved S. Yes. And this has some scrap metal. When it goes on. Okay. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to see what that pulls in.
There you go, modern railway spike.
Thomas, will you do a magnet away for us?
1, 2, 3. Magnets away.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now that was a nice joke. 1, 2, 3. Magnet away. Yeah. Okay, Dad is just pulling in the fine, which is pretty big. And it's a part of the railway again.
There we go, guys. And that's the railway plate that holds the rails in.
Here we go. Okay, George, what do you have? This is scrap metal. Well, it could not be scrap metal. It is. It's scrap metal.
This one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you can make stuff into scrap. By the way, YouTube, you can actually make scrap metal into stuff. Okay, let's go. Thomas, what do you have?
Drinks can, a drinks lid, and I'm not sure what it is. It's cool, but it has to go in the bucket.
So then it can go in the bin.
Yeah.
And we got a pole right here.
In the pole, there is
And-
something living.
And we got this. And we got that. And we think something in here, in
There
this
is actually
pole.
something living in there.
There's something actually living in there. And we didn't know where that came from. And got a nice little bit of the boat.
Just pulling in my mouth. Hopefully I get something nice.
Now tell us what we
I
got.
got a screw with a bolt.
A screwy boat.
Hmm?
It's called.
Youch.
Now it's going to be entertaining.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Circle top, and then just scrap metal.
Which we have not found a bunch of.
Yeah, sadly we've not today at the moment. So everything goes into the
Here. And there's a piece of wood.
everything that's not
Ah.
cheese into the
And let's walk it to something in here. So, got a 1 pence right here. A 1 pence. That's one. That's got a 1 pence. And George has a 1 pence. And George is one who complaining. And Thomas is just run out as well. And George is changing in just into the corner.
Yeah.
So we'll see new finds what George will catch in this new spot. When he moves into it, we'll come back to him. The moment will be filming tarmac. So we're now gonna come with just anyone. This is time to outdoor. Let's and now George is I find some new finds for film. Which we're currently wearing. So this is a Bondi gold nugget. And right now George is doing something dangerous. My George, lift your magnet up. There you go, lift up the magnet first, and we can see what is on there. That's all of bits and bobs. And George has this mysterious thing.
Was it used? Was it used?
Yeah. No, it was a live one, sorry.
Is that where the bump you had come down?
And you, good.
What is it?
I don't know.
What's flat?
Could be anything you'll need. You know, it's just a bit of stuff.
Superior too.
I think we said it. So we're walking our magnets at the railway station. See what there? And Dad just chucked his magnet in, and we're going to see what he finds. Bye-bye.
There's Mr. Allen. Still filming, are we?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're just waiting for Dad
Video today, aren't
to pull in the magnet.
we? Yes, Mr. George.
We got something small. Big.
What have we got? Small boat.
Got a small boat.
Small, well, sort of medium-sized coach boat, isn't it? And we've got a
Colourful thing.
modern corrugated sheet
Okay.
nail. Yeah.
So George's got a pandas.
What are we on, George?
I got a pandas. Because and you can see we have different beginning letters and with different coloured squats. And then it actually protects us from getting splinters from the rusty stuff. Because look at this one. That actually will give us splinters. Dad, big old chunk. Wait,
Big old chunk of what, George?
it looks like a nugget, a chicken nugget. And George is going to eat. The morning is what you heard from the start of filming. And George is my twin who discovered where. That's why I do not like him. That's my twin.
What? Oh, nice. Good show, oh.
Now we got a handle of a
And a
bucket
ring.
and a ring.
And I've moved down there. First big find from down here. When we did a wrap-up video,
And this is our
last
brother
year,
Thomas.
when
Also like
George
the same magnet.
hobnail boot,
Yeah,
it was called right here.
yeah. And
So
we have a big, great
I
old
decided to come down
tree
because of that.
there. And see there's a bed right there. We do not know what's in there. And last 2 months we did Easter hunt. On Easter Sunday, we did Easter hunt. And we did one at Granny's house and our house and at our nanny's house. This was our auntie. Tomato said, I do not know if you heard this, he said he got kicked off school. And it's called scrap milk, because it's milk and it's scrap. No, we got scrap milk. They go chicken nuggets. And that's why I still hate him. Dad, don't worry, George, it's just a fly. Dad, George is afraid of a fly. So George is going to chuck it for us. And it moves. And we're still filming.
Much way up.
I can't really chuck these nuggets.
Some bits of railway.
Thank you. So we Spider-Man.
Excuse me, little man. And you might notice we got haircuts. And that little dude.
Okay, Dad is going to fold his magnet. And look at the effect on the water when it goes in and when it hits the spot. The water will go up because it's a volcano at what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And you might want to count until you put up like George's did. And then you keep on touching me with wet gloves. And that's why I hate you. That's why I hate you. Come on. I had to run away because he's trying to get me back. Even though